You walk into a building for the very first time. You know, logically, you have never been here. Yet a powerful, disorienting wave washes over you. Every detail, from the angle of the light to the placement of the furniture, feels deeply, uncannily familiar. This isn't just recognizing a similar style. It's a gut-level certainty that you have stood in this exact spot before. Your brain is sending you two completely contradictory signals at once. This is new, and this is known. What is happening in that moment of cognitive dissonance?
To understand this, we need to look at your brain's navigation system, housed deep within the hippocampus. It's more than just a memory bank. Within it are specialized neurons called place cells. Imagine walking through your home. A specific place cell fires when you're by the door. Another activates only when you're near the kitchen sink. They create a living map of your surroundings, a neural constellation of where you are. Scientists discovered this by watching the brains of rats exploring mazes, seeing individual neurons light up like beacons tied to specific locations. But place cells don't work alone. They get their coordinate system from a neighboring region, the entorhinal cortex. Here, grid cells fire in a breathtakingly regular pattern. As you move through any environment, these cells fire at the vertices of a vast, invisible grid of equilateral triangles. It's like your brain is preloaded with universal graph paper, a perfect hexagonal tiling that it lays over any space you enter. This geometric foundation is what allows the place cells to build a stable map so quickly, whether you're in a tiny closet or an open field. One of the simpler theories for déjà vu suggests a miscommunication. Your brain processes an object's identity and its familiarity in different circuits. Déjà vu could be the familiarity circuit firing by mistake. But why in a new place? This leads to the Gestalt familiarity hypothesis. It's not the individual items you recognize, but their spatial relationship to one another. You might enter a cafe you've never seen, but the counter on the left, window on the right, tables in the middle layout is structurally identical to a post office you visited years ago. Your brain recognizes the pattern, the gestalt, and erroneously flags the entire scene as familiar. Here is where it gets truly strange. Your brain's navigation system, these place cells and grid cells, is not just for mapping physical space. Groundbreaking research shows we use this exact same neural hardware to navigate abstract concepts. When you think about the hierarchy at your job, the relationships between characters in a story, or even the steps in a recipe, your hippocampus is charting a course through a conceptual space. The distance between nodes on a social network is encoded by the same cells that encode the distance between your sofa and your television. Now, connect these two ideas. You are constantly building and traversing thousands of non-physical maps in your mind every day. A map of your friends, a map of musical genres, a map of historical events. These conceptual maps have structures. Some are linear, some are hierarchical, some are clustered. What happens when you walk into a new physical space whose architectural layout happens to mirror the abstract structure of one of your deeply ingrained conceptual maps? The new library, with a central desk and radiating wings, has the same gestalt as your mental map of a project's core goal and its branching subtasks. This is the potential trigger for that uncanny feeling in a new place. As your grid and place cells frantically map the new physical environment, they activate a pattern of firing that is nearly identical to the one they use to navigate a non-physical concept you know intimately. The what part of your brain correctly identifies the scene as new. But the where system, the ancient GPS, recognizes the familiar structure. It finds a match. It screams, "I know this map." This sudden, intense feeling of spatial familiarity, completely divorced from factual memory, is the echo of a conceptual map being superimposed onto a physical one. So that feeling of déjà vu in a place you've never been might not be a glitch or a memory from a past life. It could be a profound glimpse into the fundamental organizing principle of your own mind. It's the byproduct of a brain so efficient that it uses the same elegant system to map everything. It maps the space inside your room and the space between ideas. The feeling is a rare moment where you feel the ghost of one map overlaid upon another. You are a cartographer of your own reality, and sometimes you accidentally read two maps at once.
Monotony has grown fast. Nearly 2,700 people have watched in the last few weeks, yet less than 0.03% are subscribed. It would mean a lot if you joined by hitting subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.